These are the top 10 stories on TV Platinum. On number 1, 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has faulted comment by the Minister of Works David Umahi, claiming that the South-East should not seek the presidency in 2027. In an interview with the news agency of Nigeria on Sunday, Umahi called on politicians from the region to shelve their ambitions and support President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid. Obi, through his media aide and national coordinator of the obedience movement, Yunusa Tanko, insisted that only Nigerians, not political elites, can decide who becomes president, stressing that performance not zoning should guide leadership choices. On number 2, former presidential candidate and PDP chieftain Gbenga Hashim has criticized the federal government over what he called its shamefully political and dangerously unserious response to Nigeria's worsening insecurity. In a statement released over the weekend, Hashim accused the government of trading propaganda for action and called for urgent reforms to tackle the root causes of violence, warning that saving Nigeria must take priority over politics. On number 3, the Nigerian Army has ordered an investigation into the death of a soldier, Lance Corporal Femi Akinleye, who allegedly shot his wife before taking his own life at Wawa Cantonment in Niger State. According to reports, the soldier had left his duty post after obtaining permission but without surrendering his weapon. He was said to have gone home, where he allegedly shot his wife before taking his own life. In a statement issued on Sunday by the Acting Assistant Director of Army Public Relations, 22 Armored Brigade Captain Stephen Nwanko confirmed the October 11th incident and said a full inquiry is underway to determine what led to the tragedy. On number 4, Rivers State Governor Siminala Ifubara is set to send a new list of commissioner nominees to the State House of Assembly as part of effort to reconstitute his cabinet. This follows the Supreme Court's recognition of Martin Emewole as the authentic Speaker of the House, marking the end of emergency rule in the state. 8 commissioners in Rivers State, including those overseeing health, information, sports and agriculture, will be retained while a minor cabinet reshuffle is expected. On number 5, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the African Democratic Congress have strongly criticized President Bola Tinubu's decision to grant presidential pardons to several convicted criminals, including drug traffickers. In a statement issued on Sunday by ADC National Publicity Secretary Bolaji Abdullahi, described the move as pathetic and a national disgrace, saying it undermines Nigeria's fight against drugs. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar described the decision as shocking and indefensible, warning that the move undermines justice and erodes public trust at a time of rising insecurity. On number 6, Senator representing Kogi Central Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has called for an end to cultural reforms that silence women and promote shame over self-worth. The Kogi lawmaker, who spoke at an event to mark the 2025 International Day of the Girl Child on Sunday in Abuja, noted that the society must unlearn traditions that blame women and suppress their voices. She called on girls to embrace self-awareness as the key to achieving their dreams and challenged women to be bold and fearless in breaking stereotypes. On number 7, the Federal Capital Territory Police Command has arrested 4 suspects linked to a one-chance robbery and attempted kidnapping, rescuing 2 victims in the process. According to police spokesperson Josephine Adi, the October 8 incident followed a distress call from a woman who had been abducted by criminals, demanding a 1 million naira ransom. Acting swiftly, operatives from the Lifecam Division traced the suspects and apprehended them at Dape village in Abuja. After a brief confrontation, police recovered 15 international passports, weapons and mobile phones, while 1 victim is receiving treatment at the hospital. The suspect will be prosecuted upon completion of investigations. On number 8, Department of State Services (DSS) has issued a public alert warning that Nigerians about to dismiss officer allegedly impersonating the agency to defraud unsuspecting citizens. In a statement posted on its official X handle on Sunday, the DSS identified the suspect as Victor Oyendikachi Godwin, a former staff member said to be using the service's name for fraudulent activities. The agency cautioned the public against having any dealings with him and advised that all official inquiries and complaints be directed only to its verified communication channels. On number 9, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) has called on the newly nominated chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Professor Johash Amopitan, to focus on prosecuting politicians and sponsors implicated in electoral offenses since 2015, including vote buying and violence. In a letter dated October 11, 2025 and signed by its Deputy Director, Kolawole Oluwadare, the group also called for reforms to strengthen the Electoral Act 2022 and ensure credible elections ahead of 2027. It warned that failure to act could lead to legal action to compel compliance in the public interest. And lastly, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) has warned domestic airlines against informing passengers that ticket refunds take 4 weeks, saying the claims violate its regulations. The agency stressed that regulations require refunds within 14 days in line with the NCAA consumer protection rules. Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, Michael Achimego, in a post on X on Monday, urged passengers to report airlines, stressing that such practices violate regulations and undermine the authorities' work. And that's the top 10 stories on TV Platinum. I am Hakima Dada. Do well to subscribe to all our social media platforms for more news updates. Thank you for watching and bye for now.